Hello everyone, this is Yuzura, and this is my reaction to the SMT5 Vengeance complete guide video that was released on Atlas's YouTube channel not too long ago. This video will be my initial reaction to the information presented and some initial thoughts on it. Comment below what you enjoyed about the information video and what your reactions were. I'd love to hear / read more about it. If you enjoyed my reactions to it and some of my thoughts that I've given, please leave a like. Okay, now on to the reaction. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh, I'm so excited.
皆さん、こんにちは。新女神転生5ベンジェンススペシャルプログラム
Okay.
コンプリートガイドへ
We're opening up with Matsuma. Interesting.
2024年6月14日発売
And
の
we're basically a month away. I'm so excited.
2021年に任天堂スイッチで発売した新女神転生5の世界観をベースに全世界マルチプラットフォームで発売するためあらゆる面でパワーアップさせた
blur.
新女神転
I
生
gotta
シ
see more
リ
of the
ーズの
skills.
最
Please,
新作
I need to
で
see
す
more like magic based, like severe
本番
magic
組では
skills.
新女神転生5ベンジェンスが持つ新要素をまとめてお届けします。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
Also, if I had to guess, there's probably one more preview after this. Oh, okay. I saw some crazy things about Demi-fiend earlier
最
today.
初に本作のストーリーを紹介します。
Ooh, story details.
本作新女神転生5ベンジェンスは新たなルート復讐の女神編と前作の5で語られた創世の女神編が一つになったタイト
And
ル
the
です。
creation canon of vengeance.
プレイヤーはゲーム開始直後にどちらのシナリオを遊ぶか選べます。創世の女神編ではごく普通の学生だった主人公が禁忌の存在ナホビノとなり神なき地上に新たな世界を作る創世の戦いに身を投じることとなります。
With like off switch
対して復讐の女神編では新たに4体の女魔カディシュトゥが登場し謎の聖女ヨーコとの開口ナホビノの新たな姿など世界の運命は虐げられてきた蛇神たちの介入によって誰も見たことがない新たな展開を迎えていきます。また今作でパワーアップしたゲームシステムの一部は
I wonder if the new stuff that's in Canon of Vengeance is also in Canon Creation.
それぞれは 独立した物語と
Maybe
な
not
って
actually.
い
Now
ま
they're
すので、
standalone
好
stories.
きな順番でお楽しみください。新女神転生の中心的な要素の一つ、悪魔。
Can't have SMT
戦
without
闘
the
中に
demons.
交渉し仲間にしたり、悪魔合体を駆使して新たな悪魔を召喚したりと、シリーズおなじみの要素です。今作は土井正幸による 新
Hey,
規書
look
き下
at
ろし
that,
悪
the
魔はもちろん、
Nahobiho.
過
Oh,
去
that's
の
some
作
cool
品
looking
で登場
demons.
していた懐かしい悪魔の追加もあり、その総勢は
I have
270
not
体
seen
以
the one on
上
the
に
far
なり
right
ました。
before. Actually, the one on the next.
そん
Oh,
な
actually,
悪
no,
魔
the one
に
on the
注目
left.
し、これまでに
Nahobiho.
ない
I've seen that
悪魔
leaked.
を中心としたさまざまな遊びを用意しました。
Whoa, okay, that's
それで
cool.
はご覧ください。
Reminds me of that one guy from Fire Force.
マガツヒという特殊なエネルギーを貯めて放つ
Okay, please tell me they're gonna nerf
強力な
Magatsuhi critical.
マガツヒス
Because
キ
that
ル。
was way too overpowered.
本作では特定の悪魔を揃えることで放てる特殊なマガツヒスキルが追加されました。スキル爆炎ブレス。
Oh, this
ギリ
is.
シャ
I
の
actually
魔
saw this
人
in
た
the
ち
first
によ
trailer.
る強力な火炎攻撃により
Ooh,
敵は
severe.
一撃で壊滅いたしました。
They're HP
複
scaling, I'm
数悪
guessing.
魔によるマガツヒスキルは発動に特定の仲間を必要とする
Oh,
代わり
that's
に
cool with the
ど
four
れも強
archangels.
力なものばかりです。今のパーティーでどんなマガツヒスキルを発
Oh,
動で
both
きるの
the
か
slime and black
いろい
ooze.
ろ試しながらパーティーの編
That's
成
cool.
をお考
Ooh,
えく
Pixie
だ
and
さ
High
い。
Pixie. That makes sense.
編成の楽しみはまだまだあります。本
Healing
作
and
に
Heat
おいて
Riser.
悪魔は
Or
自動で
Buster Candy.
発動するユニークスキルを一つ持っています。その効果は様々で、組み合わせによってシナジーが起きることもあります。では、
Right.
実際にパーティーを
I
組んでみ
remember
まし
like
ょ
a
う。
translation of Ku Collins was to have like a boost
火
in
炎
any
相
of the
性に関
beast
するユニ
demons.
ークスキルを持つ3体の悪魔。
Oh,
霊長鳳王、魔王モロク、魔王スルトを
they
試
they
して
boost
みま
fire
しょう。
attacks in their innate
詳
skills.
しい効果はこちらをご覧ください。
Interesting.
この状態で火炎スキルを放つと威力がシナジーのないパーティーと比べ上昇してい
Oh
ること
shit,
が
that is
見て
a
取れ
lot
ま
of
す。
damage. It's like more than double.
もちろん組み合わせは他に
I
もあ
put
ります。
Norn.
ユニークスキルによってはマガツヒスキルとのシナジーも。
Okay, I gotta look into these
何を
after.
倒すためにどんな仲間を用意するか、好きな仲間を活躍させるためにどんな編成が考えられるか、奥深さが増した仲間編成を
That would be so
ぜ
good
ひ
for like
お楽
cool
しみ
for
ください。
customizations and how to choose certain bosses.
仲間たちの出番は戦いの場だけではありません。
Oh, the
新たに
Demon
用意
Hunt's
され
interaction
た
part.
悪魔の裏庭をご覧ください。
Similar to how
こ
Well
こで
Hackers 2 did,
は
I believe.
手持ちの仲間たちと会話が楽しめます。
There's
その
him.
際、ダートで手に入る貢ぎ物を渡すことで、その仲間からの印象が高まり、ステータスが強化される特別な会話が発生します。
Oh,
仲間
okay,
の他
that
に
improves
ゲスト
stats.
キャラクターも滞在しています。バトルやフィールドの探索など、ゲームの攻略に応じて特別な会話が発生することがあり、その際にはアイテムなどの見返りがもらえるかもしれません。また、
Items.
このベ
Interesting.
ンチを調
Oh,
べる
makes
と、
sense.
主人公の頼れる相棒、
I'm looking forward to this
青髪と会話
much
する
more
こと
because
が
I
でき
I
ます。
want to interact more with Aogami.
会話の中でナホビノの能力が高まるような
Ooh.
特別な会話が発生することもあります。
Oh,
この
and you
よ
get
うに
allocate the skill
会話を
points.
通じ
Nice.
さまざまな見返りが用意されています。こまめに足を運び積極的に話しかけてみると良いでしょう。
Oh.
さらにここではフリーカメラモードが用意され
A
てい
free
ます。
whoa. Free
お気
camera
に入り
mode.
の仲間や頼れるお友達を写真に収めておき
Ooh,
ま
this
し
is a
ょう。
nice thing that they added.
この世界はいつ何時どのような別れがあ
Well,
るか
that's ominous.
誰にも予想できないのですか
I
ら。
think they are going to go their separate ways based off their
以上
alignments.
悪魔の裏庭の紹介でした。
I guess that's what they're hinting towards. Which is probably after the condition gets dealt with. Or most of the condition get dealt with. Additional features.
追加要素並びに前作から調整した点は無数にあります。今回はその中から50項目をピックアップいたします。ユニークスキル
Passive skills unique to each demon. Innate skills.
複数悪魔によ
Special
る
Magatsuhi skills. Okay.
マガツヒ悪魔
Magatsuhi demons. Oh, and they increase demons in your stats of demons in your current party. So I guess it's similar to doing like the Link episodes with Ryoji. How that increases stats for your personas in your party.
バーチャルトレーナー
Wait, maximum level of
ゲス
999?
トキャラクター人修羅のパーティー加入
Yeah, this is what I saw earlier. That's insane. Did you get the Demi-fiend as a party member? I mean, it's clearly going to be the endgame content, but like, that's insane.
連続エンカウント
Okay, I heard rumors about this. So Horde battles are coming back in a different form, where it's gonna be like enemy waves, and they'll just keep coming and coming, and that's their version of a Horde battle. Oh. Oh, I remember this mechanic from SMT4 and 4 Apocalypse. Okay, this the skill allocation.
二神前書合体の追加合体事故の遊びの拡張
Okay, yeah, this is the demon fusion exclusive, accident exclusive demons. That's gonna be annoying to try to get through.
新ダンジョンシャカン
Ooh.
青髪のムクロ
Aogami husks.
マ
Oh.
ガツカの地図妨害がなくなった
So they're actually going to lead to more into their other versions of the Aogami, because our Aogami is a fragment of Susanoo.
異物の取得範囲拡大地図に高低差の表現を追加
Oh, that's actually nice. That helped with
クエ
looking at
ス
the
トナ
map.
ビの追加
Hey. Oh, the Naho Biho is a quest, is
エ
a
フェクトを発するよう
navigator.
に変
That's
更
cool.
先生の取りやすさの調整
Oh,
カ
that's
ムイの
cool.
オンオフ機能の追加チュートリア
Oh,
ル
you
の
can turn off the
再確認
miracles. Interesting.
サブクエストのバリエーション
Oh, okay. So those where we control demons are subquests to that, like things.
一部
Interesting.
サブクエストに目的地の表示を追加レベル差補正の緩和スキルオート
I hope they make it harder, considering Endgame was kind of, especially if you went for true ending.
操作系のオプション拡充
It was easy. I
グ
would
ラフィ
hope
ッ
they
ク
make
周
it
り
more
のオプ
difficult.
ション拡充スキル演出の倍速設定
Speed skill. Oh, that's good. That's gonna make battling much more bearable.
映せ
Oh,
み画面の
okay.
機
This is
能
nice, some
強
nice
化
UI changes.
ソート機能の強化
I guess you're not gonna see more of the Nahabino skills, or Nahabino skills. The new ones at least.
前書の機能強化
Ooh,
五
okay.
人エストマ
Here's a specification for Estimo.
周囲を見渡せる雲上視界を追加
Oh, okay. So that's what this
地図
thing
に目
is.
印機能を追加
Oh, you can place markers too.
フィールドでの障害物の投下
Oh, that's nice.
マップアイコンのオンオフ機能の追加
Ew, okay. Help with
ミニマップ
decluttering.
の回転
Oh, I'm probably not going to use the rotation, the changing the minimap. Ooh, that's going to be helping with certain things. Especially with the last level in... Oh, that's cute. He just waves to you before as he levels up. Yeah, but the quest thing helps because I ended up doing the last area, or second to last area, before I did the Kansu quest. And that messed up with the ordering of how things should have been done.
新たな作品として生まれ変わったメガテン5をぜひお楽しみください。いかがでしたでしょうか。2つのストーリー、
I'm excited.
50の調整点、そしてこれまでにない悪魔体験を用意した本作は2024年6月14日
I can't wait to play Canon of Vengeance.
発売までの間、
Meantime,
悪魔に肉体を乗っ取られぬようお気をつけて。
well, that's ominous. If I had to guess, they're probably gonna give one more. They're gonna do one more trailer, and that's gonna be like the last preview. Okay, had to take a small break to go get dinner, but now that I finished that, I am gonna quickly go back through and see if there's anything else that I wanted to comment on again from the trailer or video. Okay, so Fury Melody. While active, all allies will deal increased fire damage when striking enemies with weakness to fire. King of Conflagration. While active, all allies have a chance of a critical hit when using a fire attack. Ooh. Interesting. So, does this work with magic too, or is it just like fire physical skills? Like Fire Draco Strike, and potentially any special moves that is elemental based but also strength based. Fire Enhancer. While active, allies with a lower affinity for fire skills than yourself will have their affinity increased to the same level as you. Oh, that's cool. So that makes Suri kind of endgame viable, right? Because say you're running a magic build, right? And obviously by that you have your blessings for your fire affinity to be +9 by endgame. And that would mean a lot of like middle range, like even endgame demons, like if they don't have, unless you use like one of the items that boosts up their affinity, they could be boosted up. So that could make like Surtur himself probably doesn't have, is because he's a mid game fire demon, so I think he's like +6 +7. So if you were to like refuse him to be higher level, you can boost up his affinity to +9 endgame if you decide to want to use him then. But now that I think about it, endgame demons at this point probably will have theirs +9 anyway. So this, I guess it's more like in the mid game, if you decide that you run a magic build and you've like dumped a lot of affinity into one specific element, you can help bring up the level of other demons that use fire skills. In this case, fire skills, but it's obviously going to be like a ice enhancer, wind or force enhancer, electric enhancer, light and dark enhancer, depending on the demon. So yeah, I think this is a bit of a buff to, or an way to incentivize using fire skills, or sorry, magic skills. I don't see this being really useful for if you're going like a strength build, because you won't be well, obviously until like you have strength enhancer. So well, you're gonna have a demon that has strength enhancer, so that's the only way I would see like a strength in that case, if for a physical build. But yeah, that's one way to incentivize magic builds. Which, I mean, from my experience, I never ran magic when I first time played through this, but I realized like later on that magic was in its own way fairly viable, even though you couldn't use all the elements and Almighty without like sacrificing on some passives. But yeah, interesting enough, they didn't really talk about the Nahubino having passives. Let me see if we can find that. Sorry, not passives. I meant like innate skills. Okay, never mind. He does have a unique skill. So I feel like his unique skill is it's gonna end up being okay, maybe not in the middle of the game, early game, but towards end game, I feel like it's gonna be similar to Nanashi when you make the root split, or like actual root split, not the law or chaos one, because that's kind of a side thing. I wouldn't call that like main content, going law or chaos in for Apocalypse. But when you go I don't know what the new term for it, but when you go friends or anarchy mode, or anarchy endings, after you do that, there's a important battle. I won't go into that. But you get the passive awakened skill, or something awakening, and it ends up adding pierce to your all your skills end up being able to do pierce. So I figured that's going to be something like that once we have the second Nahubino form. You have awakened power. So I'm curious to see what this unique skill, or what am I talking about? This unique skill is probably skills are probably also attached to not like the essences or demon essences. So when you inherit skills, you can probably also inherit a unique skill as well. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't do that as well. So unless unique skills are locked behind the demons and you can't inherit it, which I guess would make sense because you can do essence sharing amongst demons themselves. So I guess we'll have to see if... Actually... I'm going to go on a limb and say unique skills are locked by the demon, that you cannot essence inherit it. So I guess I'm kind of curious to see what they... Someone probably has translated this unique skill, so that actually maybe you'll see on Twitter or something that whether or not it is actually belonging specifically to the Nahubino, or and it's another demon that got inherited onto the Nahubino. Okay, here it is. I completely skipped it. Okay. I don't know why I skipped it the first time around. Okay. Using Plank of Norn, a skill which does not consume a turn icon to swap allies in battle, in combination with the skill that activates when an ally is summoned from a stock, means no turn icons will be lost during that turn. Okay, so that's their unique skill. I guess that's what they were trying to say. So you can... Ooh. So this would be useful against the Demi-fiend fight. Specifically, if you go and use a physical strength, like a strength build, Nahubino, against the Demi-fiend, because a lot of strategies you need to use to fight the Demi-fiend there is you need to take out the demons as fast as you can. So if you do a strength build, you need to do elemental rotations with your demons. At least how I've seen for a lot of the people who've done it. They did, like, if they didn't have a magic Nahubino, they had demons that they would switch out in and out. And this would be good if you had like someone like Norn. Well, Plank of Norn sounds like a specific thing, so I guess it only helps out a little bit. But I wouldn't... I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that some of the demon skills, unique skills, will overlap with each other. So it'll be probably go by a different name, but do the same effect. But kind of actually, now that I think about it, it makes sense because Norn represents time in a sense, right? And you don't waste a turn icon switching in and out. It's almost like you're manipulating time in a sense. Okay. Magatsuhi gauge acceleration. Actually, wait, let me see something.
もちろん
Switch combo. Never mind. I guess it's just talking about different unique skills. Utilize your skills in combination to accelerate the accumulation of Magatsuhi with miracles that can reduce consumption and increase the amount added to the gauge. Perhaps it's even possible to use Magatsuhi skills every turn? That would be insane. What? But if that is the case, for the love of God, please tell me they nerfed Magatsuhi critical. Because that, again, I said it before, but that skill is overpowered as hell. It kind of minus the Shiva fight, Magatsuhi critical kind of invalidates the use of almost every other skill. Like there was minus the Shiva fight and minus the Demi-fiend fight, there was literally almost no other reason to use any other Magatsuhi skill besides Magatsuhi critical and whatever the Magatsuhi skill that is that experience boosts up experience. But that's more for XP farming, and that's when you do against the Mitamos. Yeah. Again, I just that's just me. They didn't nerf that. Free pass combo. Activate Ishtar's Magatsuhi skill to significantly increase your attack. If your allies have already performed an action 8 times before your turn. It also allows for passing turns and changing party members without costing a turn icon. Wait, what? What does it count as using an action? No, that's just the moments on your turn. Activate Ishtar's Magatsuhi skill to significantly increase your attack if your allies have already performed an action 8 times before your turn. I don't follow that. I'm probably going to have to see an application of this. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that. I can only gather that you'd probably need to slot your protagonist / Albino as the last member of the party in the turn in your order cycle, and then do some weird manipulation from this. It allows. Oh, what's the thing is, it allows for passing turns and changing party members without costing a turn icon. It's kind of reminiscent to how in her boss fight in original SND5, if you don't turn off those towers, she starts off with 8 action icons. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Multi-hit combo attack combos. While in an active party, allies with Omagatoki effect will have multi-hit accuracies and max possible hit increased. Deal heavy damage with Magatsuhi skill that guarantees the amount of multiple attack hits to limit the unique unique skills that increase the damage and the out limit. Okay, hang on. Let me read that. Deals heavy damage with Magatsuhi skills that guarantees the amount of multiple attack hits to the limit and unique skill that increases the damage to that limit. Okay. So Glacial Burst, Ragnarok, and whatever the wind and electric equivalent of that is. Oh, I muted? Oops. Okay, so that's the Plank of Norn skill inactive, because you see, none of this icon seems to have changed when she swapped out with Mithras. So was Mithras really level 82 in that game? Okay, so that's the Glacial Burst. This could mean that multi-hit magic... a lot of people were not a lot of people, but I've seen a couple of people who do magic builds for this game opt out from using the Barian skills and just use the multi-hit magic skills against single targets, because it's just more... you can probably rack more damage up. And if you could do Magatsuhi skills every turn, well, depending on the combination, probably. But... yeah, I guess that would make the multi-hitting magic skills much more useful endgame than... Oh, so actually, this could be. Hmm. I wonder which storyline this is. Because you see level 90 Nahobino with the original form, so maybe this is creation and not vengeance form. But Cherubim's also in here. So I wonder. So I was wondering if demons from the new version of Vengeance are completely locked behind Vengeance, and creation, or like the original SMT5, will only have the original demons there. It probably is not the case. You probably won't find like the new demons out in the open as you would in Vengeance. In Creation, they probably would use locked specifically to Fusion. I guess that's what I think. Oh, okay. I do want to address this thing. After all, in this world, you never know when you will be forced to part. That makes me think that we're still gonna Yuzuru and not Atsuro, what was I gonna say? His Dazai. I feel like even with the events of the new story, I think we're still gonna end up splitting off our own ways to taking care of our individual route splits. But if that's the case, then new form Nahobino can't be Tsukiyomi. Right? Even though it looks like a lot of the design things are hinting that he fuses with Tsukiyomi. So then I wonder. So either they split off or they die. That's the case. Okay, so if they split off, then I highly doubt new form Nahobino is between Protag and Tsukiyomi. But if Yuzuru and Dazai were to perish, then I feel like it would make sense for their knowledge to then somehow make it its way to the protagonist, and then the protagonist would be able to find a way to fuse with Tsukiyomi. And I don't know. I feel like that's the only. I feel like it's so hard to like. I don't know. It feels like maybe I'm just overthinking it, but it's tricky because when you look at the end of this video, right? Don't fall victim to any demons when they say that, and then they show this scene, right? I feel like that cutscene is like the protagonist saying goodbye to Susanoo, or Aogami in this case. Because when we saw, again, I probably mentioned this in the other video, but when we saw back with Sahori, when the tentacle demon took full possession over her, and went to attack Tao, we took the hit for her, and protagonist and Aogami ended up getting split up, and they were dying. And then Tao sacrificed herself to bring us back to life. And I don't know, just the look on his face, the protagonist's face, it's like sad. It kind of feels like he's looking at with Aogami dying. And I remember specifically seeing the Koishimizu trailer, either on Twitter or on YouTube, and seeing that they were alone in Dot, talking with each other. So I don't know. It feels like, with especially, and again, that seeing those details plus seeing the design of the new Nahobino form, and it just really feels like he fuses the new Nahobino form is with him and Tsukiyomi. Which means there would be logistics in the story narrative about what we know about Nahobino and the fact of knowledge. But yeah, I guess I'll just be explaining the story. I need to know answers. I need to get this. I need to get this game and just like play through it and just learn the story and see what they're cooking up with this. I can't. We're basically a month away. I'm so excited. I need to finish up Persona 3 though, that's for sure. Okay. One last thing. I made a tweet about this earlier, but I'm gonna address it here as well. Okay. Okay, here. This is the thing. I saw this earlier today. The fact that the Demi-fiend can join your party, that is insane. That's like, I feel like this is their equivalent to like when you see, you know, with SMT3 Nocturne featuring Dante from Devil May Cry or Raido from the Raido Kuzunoha games. This is the SMT5 Vengeance featuring the Demi-fiend from SMT3. That kind of shtick. But I think the funniest thing about this whole thing is if you remember how they portrayed about guest characters when their HP reaches 0, they're just gonna run off the field while everyone else like either falls or becomes Magatsuhi. Can you imagine you see the like obviously it's gonna be really hard because Demi-fiend like nullifies, or well, I don't know. He'll probably just resist everything. But his essence nullifies everything. But if you were to see him like reach 0 HP, it's gonna be funny just watching the Demi-fiend run off the field as leaving you to die. I think the mental image of that is just hilarious for me. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything else much to say. I feel like this trailer in itself is pretty self-explanatory. A lot of quality of life changes, a lot of gameplay change, quite a bit of gameplay changes, changes to battling and skills, and it definitely makes this a much more interesting game. I'm really excited for this, especially because after the months after SMT5 ended, SMT5 was a game where, like, for me personally, it was fun when I had it in my hands and I was playing. But when I'm not and reflecting on it, I realized that a lot of the flaws did kind of take away from the enjoyment of it. So, I hope, and especially the story. So I hope that with the new story changes, the new gameplay changes, we're in for a much better experience. That's what I can only hope for. And let's see. One thing I also hope for, if Aogami does actually die, I hope we get to see the original Susanoo. And, like, the original Susanoo does not behave like Aogami. Because Aogami is very stoic. Susanoo is a trickster by nature. So, it'd be interesting if we see Susanoo, what Aogami was based off of, at some point in the story. It'd be really cool. But maybe it'd be a side quest. But I just hope they don't, because I feel it's important that they mention the story that Aogami is based off Susanoo. That they have some kind of actual thing about Susanoo, the demon. Yeah, that's it. If you made it this far into the video, I just wanted to thank you for sticking around and watching my reactions / hearing my initial thoughts. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I also live stream on Twitch a bunch of different games, so if you're interested, leave a follow there and come around and say hi. What games I plan on streaming there, you can see on my Twitter, as I usually post my schedule, but I hope to see you around. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Stay excited for SMT5 Vengeance.